Howdy, this is Bubba / Dollywood Outsider. Going to do another video, another like 5-minute style video I'm trying to do about Dollywood. James, my buddy James Blake, asked about the 25 new shows. Waited a couple of days on this. We got a little bit of news, so got enough to make a video on it. And James, I know from following him, I know he's a big fan of shows and music, so he asked about what the new shows are coming. As far as I know, there's only one new show coming next year. That is, we don't know what it's called. That is like a 40th anniversary style show. That will, to me, that's kind of replacing the Dreamland Drive-In at the Pines Theater. So it's kind of, and you know, they mentioned, so that is officially confirmed that show will be in. There were some, looks like there were some press releases came out today, and they sent in some emails and things like that. And again, you know, I'm not on the inside information on all this stuff, so I kind of just have to talk to a few people and give my thoughts along the way. But Carly, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Carly Carmona or something like that. Sorry, I pronounced that wrong, but she posted some stuff, so I asked her about the new show and asked her what she knew about it, and I think she's the one that wrote the article going around that I posted a link on in my Instagram. But that she says details are limited, but it says it will pull from the guest favorite shows. It would debut Memorial Day weekend. So pulling from the guest favorite shows, I've been thinking of what that could be, and I'm really not sure, because when I look back of what I consider the favorite shows of Dollywood in the past, you know, 30-something plus years that I've been going to the park, I think of the Christmas shows as the first one that I think of. I think of, you know, your Christmas in the Smokies, you know, the Rat one. I think of the Kinfolk show back in the day, the Randy Parton, and that kind of. Now it's Heidi. You know, I think of those type of shows. So I don't know if there'll be. That means we're going to pull a little bit of that. But yeah, it looks like a little. I'm surprised that is not being debuted until Memorial Day. That would probably mean that's not going to be a very long show, because they always, that may just be a springtime show. So to me, that's a little bit of a disappointment, because the Pines Theaters usually come fall is, you know, done for the special music acts. So that may mean you're only going to get that from Memorial Day up until the fall, which usually starts around September. So I would have liked to see that start with the beginning of the year. So that's a little bit of a negative there. But from I have heard, it's probably going to be a minimal changes, and that is due to the budget reasons. I'm sure those shows probably cost a lot of money to make, and you gotta have cast and a lot of that stuff. You probably have to do license and that kind of stuff. So I do, you know, that I did hear that was probably why you're not going to see much changed. The big show that debuted last year, the From the Heart, I think it's called, which is the big one in the theater, that will be back. That was in that same article that I posted. It looks like that will run through the spring. So you got 2 different festivals to start the year to run that one. So that one is the drone show. If you know, that is going to be back. They're going to tweak it for the 40th anniversary, that same article said. So you got that going for. As far as the other stuff, like your country music show, the singing shows right there in the pavilion area, I would expect those to be back, like you have been the acapella group. So I wouldn't expect many changes on that. Not really a show, but the starting this Christmas, and this will be 24. They are going to change some of the Dolly's dresses out in the behind the scenes. That came out on Instagram today. Also, the other bigger news, which is the Imagination Playhouse. Those shows are going to be a permanent fixture. And then it looks like the Heart Song movie, which is kind of like the dated 20-year-old movie. Looks like that will be moved to where the Dream Song Theater is, which is where the Heidi Parton show is. And so that will be running alongside of it. So probably just have like in between the shows, they'll probably run the video. So I'm anxious to see. Looks like that will be a new movie, and it was kind of needed. That video was dated. Pretty big change there, but yeah.
And two more things that are back for the summer are the dog show, which debuted last year for a little bit. I did not see the dog show, so I can't actually judge that. But on the surface, it sounds fun. I mean, I love dogs, and you know, the stunt show, that sounds good there. But the other thing, which I'm going to consider this a major negative in my book, and that is the Bubble Show returning. This is like the 4th or 5th year or something like that. I'm just kind of over the Bubble Show. I think it's time to put something else in its place. I know my nephew, it's like a 45-minute show, and I think it's a little too long. But yeah, the Bubble Show will be returning. So to me, that is a big negative.
So to recap, the one big show coming is going to be the 40th anniversary. We do not know the name of it yet, and the details are limited, but it will be some type of anniversary type of show. They added a lot of Dolly shows last year, so we'll be interested to see if they lean on that a little bit more or kind of do a more broad base. So that's what we have. If you're still watching, like and subscribe.